Welcome back. Module 2, Lesson 6. The Book Yourself Solid Sales Cycle Process. The sales cycle process really is the linchpin of the entire Book Yourself Solid system. You see, you've got the 6 core self-promotion strategies, which are the marketing initiatives. But all marketing does is create awareness. It's what you do with that awareness to generate revenue is really what your business system is based on. So the Book Yourself Solid sales cycle process is that system. This is the key to revenue generation. Where are we? So module 1, there was 4 pillars. Building your foundation, the red velvet rope policy, developing a personal brand, why people buy what you're selling, and how to talk about what you do. We are now into module 2, which is about building trust and credibility. Again, 4 pillars. We've already looked at building trust and credibility. Now we're looking here at building a sales cycle process, the Book Yourself Solid way. So, what's this about? There's 4 elements to the sales cycle process as well. It's about, first of all, leading people into your sales cycle process, then applying the 6 keys to creating connection. While doing that, considering the 6 core self-promotion strategies, and then designing your own trust building cycle. You see, remember this, it's about building trust. Sales, you can only sell to somebody a product or a service that is reflective of the amount of trust that they have in you. And selling the Book Yourself Solid way, it's not about selling, it's about matching the trust that they have as your target market in you and giving them an appropriate offer that matches their needs. And you see, building trust, it's about creating this human bond. Purchasing decisions are often emotional decisions. So when we're talking here about the sales cycle process, what we're really talking about is adding value to people, creating new friends, which we then turn into clients. So, the 6 keys to creating connection. So, leading people into our sales cycle, that is about building trust, it is about adding value, it is about creating friends, which we then turn into clients. The 6 keys to creating connection. How do we do that? Well, the key number 1, who is your target client? We need to go all the way back here to our foundation, where we set out who are our target clients. Key number 2 to creating connection. What are those target clients looking for? Now, this is slightly different to needs and desires. This is more about the practicality of, well, our target clients, what are they looking for in terms of products and services? Key number 3 of the 6 keys to creating connection. Where do they look for you? So, where do your clients go? Where do they hang out? Where are they going to be at a time when they want your help? Key to connection number 4. When do they look for you? So, what needs to happen in your clients' lives that they will turn around and say, whoa, I need help on this? Key number 6, why should they choose you? So what makes you strong? We're back here again to our foundation in terms of brand identity. We're back now to module 2 in terms of credibility and likability. Why should your clients choose you? Key to connection number 6. How do you want them to engage with you? And it is about taking control of how you want that engagement. Do you want them to call you on the phone? Do you want them to go to your website? Do they want them to actually meet you in person? Maybe you want them to sign up for a newsletter. But it's your choice. So, how do you want your clients to connect with you? So let's just summarize that for a second. So the second element of building a sales cycle process, the Book Yourself Solid way, is to apply the 6 keys to creating connection. Key number 1, who's your target client? Key number 2, what are they looking for? Key number 3, where do they look for you? Key number 4, when do they look for you? Key number 5, why should they choose you? And key number 6, how do you want them to engage with you? You see, the 6 core self-promotion strategies come in here, but all the 6 core self-promotion strategies do is they only create awareness. It is your sales cycle that turns them first of all into friends and then into clients. Now, as we are going to go on now and design our sales cycle process, we have to think about our 6 core self-promotion strategies. So your networking strategy, your direct outreach strategy, your referral strategy, your speaking strategy, your writing strategy, and your web strategy. What exactly is a sales cycle? We want you now to design the 4th element is about designing your own trust building cycle. Now, most people are familiar with the concept of a sales funnel, where we put people in here at the top and we push them down through, push them down through, push them down through, and at the bottom, we convert them into revenue. This is about a cycle. You see, this is about a cycle, and there's multiple points to entry. We want to design a sales cycle where there are multiple points of entry. We could have somebody jumping into our sales cycle because they want a free product. So out of our 6 core self-promotion strategies, we've created awareness. Based on the awareness, they come over, they check out our foundation. They check out our foundation. They like our foundation. They can see in us that we're credible as a category authority, and actually they like us. So they decide to jump in. Now, they may jump in at the top of the sales cycle into some sort of a free product. They may jump in terms of a mid-range product. Some people will actually bypass all of that and jump in at the top level product in terms of your most expensive product. You need to design a sales cycle around your business, which gives your potential clients the opportunity to jump in at a level that is reflective of the level of trust that they have in you. What does a sales cycle actually look like? Well, the starting point for every sales cycle is the same. At the very top of your sales cycle, you need to have a no barrier to entry offering. The no barrier to entry offering, there is no risk, there is no financial outlay. This is where somebody can come in and check out your foundation in greater detail and get closer to you in terms of establishing whether they really do like you and whether you really are a category authority. So every sales cycle has this starting point, which is a no barrier to entry. The next level of the sales cycle is some sort of a low cost, low risk offering. So now there may be a monetary value here, but it's not so substantial that it's going to frighten them away. It is low cost, low risk. As you go further down the sales cycle, there's a higher price, a higher risk. You may go, and it depends on the complexity of your business. Like a simple business may only have a basic no barrier to entry, a low cost risk, and a higher price risk product. Larger, more evolved businesses, they could have higher and higher and higher risk and products in terms of higher barriers to entry. So your basic sales cycle has 3 characteristics or 3 features. It has, at the start, a no barrier to entry offering, then it has some sort of a low cost, low risk offering, and then it has your higher price, higher risk. You need to design a trust building cycle of your own. But you need to be clear at every stage of your sales cycle. What, first of all, is your objective, and what is your strategy? What we've done in this module, in terms of you designing your own trust building cycle, is we've essentially designed your business model. This is your business model. In terms of the no barrier to entry, okay, so depending on your business, your products, your offerings, depending on your target market, depending on what your clients want and what you're offering them, will vary. So every sales cycle will be unique. But the no barrier to entry is consistent in all. And within the Book Yourself Solid system, this is described as always having something to invite people to. By always having something to invite people to, you always have a way to lead people to your sales cycle. So our 6 core self-promotion strategies, they have created awareness. Now we have something to lead them to, and then we can go and apply the 6 keys to connecting once they're in the sales cycle process. So they always have something to invite people to. This might be a webinar, it might be a seminar. There's 3 characteristics. It might be a telecall. There's 3 characteristics of your always have something to invite people to offering. First of all, it should be consistent. Second of all, it should happen frequently. And thirdly, it should be a group-based event. What do I mean by that? Well, say for example, you decide to have a conference call, or you decide to have a webinar. The consistency is that you have it once a month, maybe once a week. The frequency is that it happens often enough, but it happens consistently. And the third thing is about the group. So it's about group, it's about bringing more people. You see, if you have one-on-one events, that's more like a sales process. This is a no barrier to entry, always have something to invite people to an event, hence the group requirement. So, looking at module 2 and looking at lesson 6 within module 2 of the Book Yourself Solid system, what's the summary here? Well, first of all, we need to lead people into our sales cycle process, building trust. We need to apply the 6 keys to creating connection. First of all, who are our target clients? Secondly, what are they looking for? Thirdly, where do they look for you? Fourthly, when do they look for you? 5, why should they choose you? 6, how do you want them to engage with you? As we're considering the keys to connection, we need to look at the 6 self-promotion strategies, and ultimately, the 6 self-promotion strategies, it only creates awareness. It is your sales cycle that turns them into friends and then into clients. So we look at our networking strategy, we look at our direct outreach strategy, the referral strategy, the 3 core self-promotion strategies that everybody should apply. And then whether you have chosen them or not, the speaking strategy, the writing strategy, and of course your web strategy, you link them into your own trust building cycle. This is fundamental to the whole Book Yourself Solid system. This is not just about marketing. The marketing gives you the awareness. It is your trust building cycle, your sales cycle, your sales process, which gives you the clients that create the revenue.